bottom of the river. From worry, the devil's hand's gonna strike me down, cut me to my grave. The river song's gonna pull me through, the river she can save. Oh my Lord, take this soul, lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home, lay me at the bottom of the
I'm a setting sun, but I'll never run. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I will stay and fight as long as I'm alive. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Kill till I die. And kill till I die. Oh, and kill till I die. Lay him in the ground, gonna burn it down. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Till my final breath, there'll be dust and death. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Hell's at my door. kill till I die. And kill till I die. And kill till I die.
Days grow dark, death is real. Embracing all the blood that's spilled. Assassinate till my casket's filled. Annihilation for the thrill. Expect more gore and violence. Accept the blackness, don't fight it. Gone forever, complete silence. Evil plans to close your eyelids on a crazy spree. I'm going mad. Stop beating hearts just like that. This soul has seen a lot of bad. My future's in a body bag. This world can no longer bind me. The reaper's so close behind me. Its cold breath reminds me. The shadows of death will find me. Kill till I die.
Hell's at my door.
Hell's at my door. Yeah.
I'm a shadow of the man I was before.
Shadow what a man.
I'm a dead man walking.
I'm a dead man.
Before I die.
Before I die. Whoa.
I'll take every soul I can into the night.
Oh.
And kill till I die.
As long as I'm alive. Kill till I die. Take them with me to the night. I won't leave till you're laying by my side. You leaving where I kill till I die.
Fed to the wolves without reprieve. Howl at the moon, but I'll break free. Fire in your eyes, you're burning red. God knows I tried, you're better off dead. Digging a 6-foot hole, open the gates below, 'cause I can't save your soul. Please no more, please no more. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. You got the devil inside you.
So please, I'm asking you, light a candle, say a prayer for me. There's nothing left to do, 'cause it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you, this lonely road runs straight to hell, 'cause it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you, this lonely road runs straight to hell.
Willow tree stands alone, silent weeping for no one. Can you hear how the wind blows in the valley of forgotten souls? Time will wait for no man, haunting stranger, the devil's hand. Some mother's child never came home from the valley of forgotten souls. Dead of night, end of days, whispering hollow, rusted shame, rotted flesh, dead man's bones, in the valley of forgotten souls. All good things to him. Holy water, raise the dead. Angel's breath, cold as stone, in the valley of forgotten souls.
at the bottom of the river. From the gallows, shed this news, bear my gold, lay me in the shallows. Evil come if you call my name, the wicked day shall rise. The river sand's gonna wash me clean if the river don't run dry. Oh my Lord, take this soul, lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home. Lay me at the bottom of the river. Oh my Lord, hear my woe. There's blood upon the valley. Take this sword, the ill I've done, deliver me from worry. The devil's hand's gonna strike me down, cut me to my grave. The river song's gonna pull me through, the river she can save. Oh my Lord, take this soul, lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home. Lay me at the bottom of the
I'm a setting sun, but I'll never run. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I will stay and fight as long as I'm alive. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking.
Kill till I die.
kill till I die. And kill till I die.
Dark death is real, embracing all the blood that's spilled. Assassinate till my casket's filled. Annihilation for the thrill. Expect more gore and violence. Accept the blackness, don't fight it. Gone forever, complete silence. Evil plans to close your eyelids on a crazy spree. I'm going mad. Stop beating hearts just like that. This soul has seen a lot of bad. My future's in a body bag. This world can no longer bind me. The reaper's so close behind me. Its cold breath reminds me the shadows of death will find me.
Kill till I die. Hell's at my door.
Hell's at my door. Yeah,
I'm a shadow of the man I was before.
Shadow of the man.
I'm a dead man walking.
I'm a dead man.
Before I die.
Before I die. Whoa.
I'll take every soul I can into the night.
Oh.
And kill till I die.
As long as I'm alive. Kill till I die. Take them with me to the night. I won't leave till you're laying by my side. You leaving where I kill till I die.
To the wolves without reprieve. Howl at the moon, but I'll break free. Fire in your eyes, you're burning red. God knows I tried, you're better off dead. Digging a 6-foot hole. On fire. You got the devil inside you. The devil inside you. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. You got the devil inside you. The devil inside you. Days of rust, nights of rain. Kingdom comes with a ball and chain. Take my life, just not today. Spill your blood, there's hell to pay. Digging a 6-foot hole. Open the gates below. 'Cause I can't save your soul. Please no more, please no more.
names I cannot place. I'm a sinner in the worst way, so please I'm asking you, light a candle, say a prayer for me. There's nothing left to do, 'cause it's a slow farewell. I sing to you this lonely road straight to hell, 'cause it's a slow farewell. I sing to you.
Alright. Somebody give me a test roll, please.
There we go.
Very good. Make sure I got everything running. Need to change the 33. Alrighty then. I think we're good. All right. All right. Are you guys? Everybody's ready?
Yep.
Let me get a drink real quick. Okay. We are going to start recording in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to The Descent. Who wants to do the recap?
I can grab it this week. Inspired by Chris's recap last session, I will be doing this as Ophelia during her morning prayers. Divine grace and righteous light, I call to the forces of justice and strength. May the paths of the hobgoblin Iron Fangs stay clear and unfouled by sabotage, and may their repairs hold strong. Allow us to expose the corruption of the Blister Man. Allow us to expose the corruption the Blister Man appears to be spreading, and let his wrongful tamperings at the Scrappers Exchange be known to those who may punish him truly. Bless both the wretched and innocent souls unjustly imprisoned, and allow Gentle, the Brazen Bull, to taste freedom he rightly deserves. May the saboteur Hitch find the strength or dignity to repent of their past misdeeds in working for the Blister Man, and come to us to right these wrongs. Bless the safety of our magpie companions and their peculiar metallic man gunner, and allow us to return their kindness when it comes time to test our mettle on the track. And if I am graced with the opportunity to wipe the grin off of Ragdrag's snout, let the archdevil themselves know I was the one to do it. Give to us the strength to stand tall for one more day.
Fuck. That was sick. All right, take an inspiration, please. So, last we left off, you guys were headed to Ashfinger. Is that about right?
That is correct. Yep.
Gonna look for the Hitch, the saboteur.
That's right.
The victory yard. Yes.
All right, so as you guys turn into the two fingers where Ashfinger rests, Ashfinger is a dense sprawl of shanties, excuse me, scrap-built homes and sunken hovels, stacked haphazardly into narrow alleys and dead-end tunnels. A massive exhaust pipe looms over the district, belching thick black smoke into the air, coating everything in layers of soot and ash. The air is heavy, acrid, and clings to the lungs. Each breath feels like swallowing cinders. Tattered tarps and patchwork awnings stretch between buildings, offering meager shade from Avernus's unrelenting light. Figures wrapped in dust-streaked rags trudge through the haze, some hacking into cloth masks, others too weak to do more than breathe in the filth. Perched on the cliffside is a jagged spire of rusted metal, the remnants of an ancient infernal watchtower from an age long forgotten. A little further in, you see a towering pile of scrap-built shanties that dangerously leans 25, 30 feet in the air. Makeshift scaffolding and rickety ladders crisscross the structure, allowing its inhabitants to climb between the levels. So that's what you guys see in Ashfinger. Essentially, this is the housing district of Fort Knucklebones, and it doesn't look to be a very nice place. But you guys are headed to the Victory Yard, am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, Gunnar, you'll have a vague idea of what that is. So, on the, like, GER of Ashfinger, it kind of cuts into the rock a little bit. Like, there's, like, this semicircle into the rock. That's the Victory Yard.
Okay. What does the Victory Yard look like specifically?
So, as you guys, make your way through Ashfinger towards it, you will see it is a vast indentation in the cliffside that forms a natural dead end. Its sheer rock walls enclosing the wreckage of forgotten war machines in shadow. The skeletal remains of war machines lie haphazardly stacked, some tilted in unnatural angles, their twisted frames frozen in violent ruin. A ghostly layer of white ash coats everything, the ground, the wrecks, even the unmoving limbs that dangle from the hollowed-out cockpits. It's unclear if the owners of these limbs are dead, sleeping, or just too far gone to move. It's essentially like a war machine graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
They call it the Victory Yard because this is where the war machines that win go to die. Some people live here. Some figures live here. A few of the wrecks have been claimed as shelter. Others just drift through, looking for another fix. A thick, heavy smog clings to the ground, making the figures in the distance look like half-formed specters. This isn't just a war machine junkyard, it's a war machine graveyard. There you go. So yeah, and it's pretty big. Like, it's a fairly sizable section of Ashfinger.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys want to do? Floor is open to you guys.
Any ideas, Gunnar, where we might go to try and find our friend Hitch here?
Well, I'm assuming he is has either found a fix or is still searching. We might be able to ask some folks around here if they've seen anybody or heard of anybody named Hitch. Is there anybody around?
You do see, as I said, people shuffle between the machines, limbs just casually hanging out of them, so there are people around.
Okay. I mean, I'll just go ahead and I'll just kind of call to people and say, hey, I've got some chits if anybody knows of a Hitch around here.
Sure. How would the rest of you like to approach this situation? Just let Gunnar take the lead, or would you all like to also do other stuff?
Ophelia will aim back.
I think London will be keeping an eye out for anyone who maybe looks unsavory or is lurking in the shadows of it.
Literally
or is that
everywhere you look.
That's every single person.
Yeah, this whole area seems, from your just looking around, it looks like one gigantic crack house, right? There are just the bottom of the barrel people just hanging about.
So maybe I'll keep an eye out. Will Gunnar saying, hey, does anyone know Hitch? I'll see if anyone seems to perk their ears up and maybe run away.
I see. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I think I'll be helping Gunnar try to convince someone to give us their spot.
Okay.
See if he can't get advantage.
August.
Yeah, just like wandering off to another section because these don't seem like the most mobile of folks.
Right.
So I'll just like not, still within sight of the party, but just like down a little bit further, try to spread the net a little wider.
Okay. Vin?
Yeah, I think Vin could help with Gunner, or maybe she's poking around among the war machines as well. But I imagine there's like nothing of value.
Yeah, so these war
like-
machines are so they're not even war machines. So that's something that I didn't really explain very well. They're all almost just the chassis. Like there's no armor.
Yeah, they're
like they are
hollowed out.
literally like hollowed out war machines. More so than like even when you guys were out in the wastes. Like there was still like armor and plating and stuff on them ones. There's not on these. They like have been covered with tarps and other stuff like that to make them into more home-like places. So you're just gonna you want to go with August and just poke around with him?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So let's start with Gunner.
Okay.
Gunner, you see that there is a bugbear, and he's sitting on the ground beside a very rusted out war machine. And as you the fog kind of clears up a little bit, you can see that he's moving his hand like he's working on the machine, but he has no tools in his hands, and there's nothing to work on the machine. He seems very he's like he's struggling to work on this war machine as you approach him.
I will approach him. I'll tap him on the shoulder. Hey, buddy.
He looks over at you.
What you got there?
Is that you, Father? His eyes seem to be glazed over. You were in the race. You crashed in the gauntlet. I remember. It was messy. They had to scrape you out with a rake.
Buddy, I'm not your father. I'm just looking for somebody.
You were on my crew. Yeah, that's right. You were on my crew. And he grabs you by your shoulders.
Who's with me?
Tanis is.
Okay, Tanis, a little help here.
Yeah, as soon as he puts hands on Gunner, I feel like Tanis would have stepped in and kind of grabbed the guy and try to pry grab the wrist, pry the wrist.
Yeah,
off.
you separate him, and he looks back and forth like he's seeing things moving towards him, and he will kind of slink away, and then be like, "Oh yeah, my war machine," and start working back on his war machine.
This guy might not be worth our time.
I don't think he knows a damn thing about Hitch. He doesn't even know where the fuck he is.
August, as you make your way through the area, you will see a woman standing perfectly still, stiff as a board, in just the middle of a walk thoroughfare kind of thing. Human woman, actually. But you will see that she has smudged charcoal substance all over her face. Her mouth and over her nose is covered in this black substance, and her eyes are doing that thing where they're it's like she's seeing something in her mind. They keep twitching.
Well, August, I reckon I've seen something like this back in Baldur's Gate. Some of the seediest spots. So this must be the place in this area.
I'm afraid to try and snap her out of it, lest she become violent. and, land herself on the wrong side of the red caps.
I would agree. There's got to be someone who's at least half lucid around here, right?
It's funny you should say that because she immediately screams a blood-curdling scream and throws herself on the ground and begins thrashing back and forth. I'm burning! I'm burning! I'm burning! Get it off of me! Get it off of me! And she's like slamming her fist into her head on the ground. And you will see a goblin who's been like, it comes out of the woodwork. And he's also like twitching and like hunched over, and he starts digging through her pockets.
I'll just be like, all right, back off.
All right,
just try and
you get him off.
Move the goblin aside.
You get him off, and he's like, have you seen any good ones? Have you seen any? Some good teeth? I gotta find them. I gotta find the teeth. I lost all of mine, and I can't find them. And he 100% has a mouthful of teeth.
Listen, do you know anyone named Hitch?
You got any teeth? Good ones? Good teeth. Mine. My teeth.
Check my inventory.
Like I don't have any to spare, but I do have some.
Piss off, Scav. And he like meanders away. So for London and Ophelia, who's been kind of in the back, you guys will see, you guys will notice there's no red caps around here. Like, as soon as you guys got into the Victory Yard and started walking around, like, there's no red caps around. Like, almost a purposeful lack of them.
She's going to put her hand on her mace just in case.
For sure. You and I imagine London and Ophelia are actually together. So you guys hear like a clattering, and there is a half orc, a female half orc, and she's itching herself a lot, and she's reaching into a war machine where there's some guy who's like passed out with his arms sticking out of the machine, and she's like digging through his pockets.
No honor amongst thieves, I guess, here, eh, Ophelia?
Want to give him a heads up or let her do her thing?
Maybe we could trade favors if we don't wake the bloke. Yeah, London and I guess Ophelia will go up.
Yep. As you begin to approach, she turns towards you, pulls out a shiv. She's like, I'm not fucking stealing anything, okay? Why would you say I was stealing, huh? Fuck you, I'm not stealing.
You don't like thieves, do you? She will say to the half-orc.
No, fuck a thief.
We're looking for a thief of our own. They're known as Hitch.
Hitch. She begins like itching herself. I can't say I've heard of him. But I wasn't fucking stealing, okay?
I don't know, London. She says she's not stealing. I'm inclined to believe her.
She said she's not stealing. Does it seem like she does know who Hitch is, though?
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, but who's to say? She seems to be heavily on drugs.
Yeah, too tough to tell. Yeah. I don't know. Ophelia, perhaps we try our luck somewhere else.
She will say to the half-orc, where's the best place to see other people around here? Anyone selling anything, maybe?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion? Ooh, natural 20 for 25.
She twitches and she smiles and she says, yeah. I know somebody selling.
Well, we're buying.
She points. She'll say like 3 war machines down on the left. There's another half-orc dude. His name is Cleft.
Left.
Yeah.
We will tell Cleft that you were very helpful.
Yeah, good. And I wasn't fucking stealing, huh?
Come on, Ophelia, let's get going.
As you guys walk by the war machine that she was digging through this guy's pockets, you see like some big infernal flies sort of buzz out. That man is dead.
Seems about par for the course out here.
It's ruthless, but I suppose he doesn't need anything anymore. It's not our place to bother them anyway.
I don't like it here. Let's go.
So you guys can all reconvene after your first interaction with people. I will say, from what you have noticed, Soot has a couple of effects. One of which is hallucinations of some sort. The other one is that sort of methamphetamine hyperactivity, twitchy, paranoid deal.
Sounds awesome.
It's not fun.
This is where parents take their kids to like scare them off of doing drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you gotta imagine that this is someone like taking a incinerated soul of what's left of a humanoid soul that lived a whole life and like snorting it up their fucking nose, you know?
Yeah, that reminds me of the sci-fi book I read where there was this alien that had like a bigger brain capacity than a human, and it was literally addicted to like taking like the memory core of a human and like living out that human's entire life or whatever. It would just like do that all day.
It is very much very similar to that.
Did you guys find anything useful?
Yeah, we were actually able to ascertain the name and location of a known drug dealer nearby.
Well, maybe drug dealer. Whatever it is, he's selling something.
Yeah.
Cleft.
He's selling Cleft or is Cleft?
His name is Cleft.
We're actually not too sure. But yeah, just a few machines down if we want to go as a team to check it out.
That's better than what we got, so sounds like a plan.
Thing is, now we gotta find Hitch and detox him.
And hopefully he's not as bad as some of the other.
We need him
Right.
lucid.
And when we
just
say
need information out of him.
detox,
Who
we
cares if he's
mean
lucid.
Get the toxins out of his system.
kidnap him, throw him in a locket for
Cold shower for 3 days.
I mean, if it's his selling hours, I would assume we'd be able to at least get 5 good words out of him. But, well, I suppose in this kind of place, we can't be hoping too much. Well, let's just go and see, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's a dead guy over there, so yeah, let's keep going.
I think there's a few dead guys around here.
So I'm sure he's not the only one.
We will go to Hitch.
So Cleft.
Cleft.
Yeah. So you guys make your way through the piles of war machines. Now some of them are, there's some that are just single war machines scattered about, and then there's some of them that are like piled on top of each other. It's very much like a graveyard of like a skeletal graveyard of war machines. But you will see a half-orc perched like on the hood of a war machine. And he, for a half-orc, he is incredibly thin, like rail thin. And he's got sunken eyes and like a skeletal body. And he's sniffing loudly and twitching every now and then.
You cleft?
Ain't seen you around here before.
First time here.
He'll step off the war machine, and he will involuntarily like slam his head where he's like almost gonna hit his head on the fucking war machine, and then he like pulls himself together and rolls his shoulders, and he's like, shivering. What do you want, huh? What do you want?
Looking for someone named Hitch. Said to be hanging around here.
I don't know no Hitch.
Do I believe this guy?
Yeah.
You deal soot?
What's it to you, huh? Huh? You, who sent you? Huh? You fucking spy? Huh?
What? No. I'm trying to find the guy. I told you that.
You ain't no scavs I know, huh? You're collectorate people, aren't you? You're fucking spies, huh? Yeah?
Don't work for the collectorate. Ain't no spies.
His hand is slowly moving towards like a jagged piece of metal to the side of the war machine. I don't trust it. I got spies all around me, watching. I know you're fucking after me.
Why would we come out and make ourselves known if we were spying on you?
You're just trying to fool me, huh? You're trying to trick me. That's what it is.
We don't want to harm you. We don't want to spy on you. We just want to know where we could look for Hitch.
A voice comes from behind you guys. Oh, piss off, Gorm. You think red caps are sending primies after you? And you will turn around and see that there is a gaunt, gray-skinned tiefling. She has patchy black hair, so she's like going bald in some spots. And it sort of falls down beside her. She's got black gums and black fingertips. And a little bit of like on her nose, there's like soot marks. And she will kind of walk between this guy and you guys. And she's like, ain't nobody wants to deal with your twitching ass, cleft. Get lost before you start thinking real stupid. And Cleft looks really angry and looks around as if he hears something and then just scurries away like a rat. Don't mind that Gorm. He's got Wraith Jaw. Been sucking soot so long he thinks he can hear souls talking to him.
Sounds terrifying.
You know a Hitch around here at all? We haven't had much luck around here, unfortunately.
Hitch? Yeah, I know that little waste rat. Real piece of work he is. Always looking for the next score. Never got the chits to cover it.
Is he around here in the Victory Yard, or is he somewhere else?
I know where he is. But he's not selling, if that's what you're looking for. I heard you talking to Cleft.
No. We just want to have a little chat with him.
So you're not looking to buy?
We'll pay to find him if that's what it takes, but we're not looking to buy soot.
All right.
We should.
Go ahead.
Gauntlet. I mean, would it be wise to have some on hand just in case he needs some persuasion to come with us?
How much is soot?
Going rates 80 chits a socket.
Seems expensive.
There's 4 hits in a socket, so you can get half a socket. Quarter of a socket.
Oh, okay. So it'd go down to like 20 or something.
She'll say, it's 160 a socket if you're looking for pure burn.
Something tells me Hitch doesn't really care what kind of burn it has. It might be worth grabbing just a little bit, maybe even to get us time.
Just one regular marijuana for us, please. Be on our way.
Well, lucky for you, I know a few pushers. But I can tell you're primies. I was a primie once, too. I can just see it in the way you walk, the way you talk. Y'all don't belong here. But pushers won't sell to someone they don't know. But they know me. So I can get you what you want. Easy.
So what, we give you our chits, you take them, you return with our soot, and you bring us to Hitch, and we just take you on your word for all this?
I could take you over there, but I probably have to meet with the guy himself. Myself. I can take you over where he lives. All I really want is for you to cut me in. You provide the fund, I set it up, I take the risk, we split the bag, let's say 50-50.
How big of a socket are we talking? Half socket, quarter socket?
What do you got?
What was the price? It was 40 chits for a half?
40 chits
40 for
yeah,
half.
For half, yeah.
How many chits do we have total?
We have 108 chits, so we don't have a whole lot.
Chris,
to be
did you
spending on
ever
drugs.
cash in your chits or your gold, bro?
That is with, or
I think
that is
so,
with it,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, we did? Okay.
That's after we bought the gear, and we spent some chits last session on something, didn't we?
Drinks.
So yeah, we're down to 108 chits. Plus the soul coin.
Yeah, let's not buy 700 shits worth of drugs right now.
Can we exchange the soul coin for chits, though?
Mm-hmm.
But
we could also we could get a half and she gets a quarter. I mean, it wouldn't be much, but it's better than nothing, I guess.
Free drugs is free drugs. That's what I would do.
She's down.
All we really need to know is what Hitch is, but if this is what it takes, then sure, let's just get this over with.
Also Ophelia's right. We gotta lure him back to where we're trying to take him without dragging a man through the streets against his will.
I mean, that's always an option, but
I don't think it is in this place.
I don't want him pumped full of drugs when, we need him to explain stuff to people.
I mean, it wears off in a couple hours, she'll say. I seem pretty lucid to you, don't I? She, wobbles her head around.
Fair enough, and if he's doing his extracurricular activities, he can be lucid, we know that.
Well, if what Gentle said, he might not be when he's doing that. Found a soot pipe under his rig.
Anyway, let's not drag this helpful person into stuff deeper than they might want to get into.
Give her the 40 chits. Let's be done with this.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, we go to the dealer first, and you go in. We wait outside. That way, you're not running off with our chits.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, I'm just looking for, a little bit of soot,
Hey, who's your dealer, by the way? What is he? Is he a devil?
No, he's one of the ash rats.
What does that mean? What?
So Gunnar, you may have heard of the ash rats before. They're a war machine race team.
Okay.
But they're scrap league.
Okay.
They are professional scrap league racers. Professional in air quotes. They're a bunch of drug addicts.
Sure.
The rumor has it that if they weren't a bunch of soot suckers, they would
They'd
be
actually be really
would
good.
be in the Doom Run. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Make this
Wait.
deal and get it over with. I don't like being around here.
All right. Sound like a deal, Premies?
Cool.
Right. Okay, cool. Follow me. We'll let's go. And she will take you. She'll start leading you guys through the war machines towards the back, like closest to Blackfinger, right? Like towards the very, very far back of the area. And she'll, as you're walking, she'll be like, so, what's a bunch of primies and a metal man and their flying elephant want with some soot anyways? Want with Hitch?
Unfortunately, we've talked to some folks around who have had their war machines tampered with, and unfortunately, our road has led us here so far.
You think he's been like tampering? He's not a racer.
I don't know if he's directly involved or not, but a couple folks thinks he has been tampering or maybe tampering with some people's rigs, and we just need to get to the bottom of this.
Sure.
Quick.
Get your revenge, huh? She like winks.
Something like that.
All right, I won't say nothing. Not a lot of red caps around here.
Yeah,
What's your-
why is that?
Victory Yard.
Even though I'm from around here, I don't really walk in here.
It's a soot sucking paradise. What can I say?
Are the mad caps or red caps scared of this place?
They just leave us alone. They come in every now and then to, keep the peace if there's some disorderly stuff, but not so much. They're not afraid. They just they don't actively patrol this area, but they will bust up in here if they need to.
So far, this is the calmest place we've seen in the whole fort.
That's because everybody's high, August.
Pretty much.
While we're walking, can I kind of hang back from... Do we catch her name?
Nope.
Gonna ask.
Yeah, you want to ask her name? Name's Lick.
I'm scared to ask, but is there a reason you're named Lick?
What's my name? I don't know. What's your name?
Ophelia.
Is there a reason you're named Ophelia?
That's what the sisters called me when I was hatched.
That's what they call me. Kind of brushes you off.
Ophelia, I
Fair
think
enough.
down here we're the weird ones.
I do
I'm
feel
just-
a little out of place. More than usual.
I'm just glad you guys got out of those clothes you came in with.
All right. So
Yeah, but so sorry. While we're walking, can I hang back for it, like from Lick?
Yes.
And just be like, Gauntlet. I don't know how much. If we don't trust her, I can go in there with her and be unseen.
I think that might be a good idea, because I'm halfway expecting a double cross where she walks into this place and is like, all right, got a bunch of fucking primies, easy pickings outside, red caps are gone.
100%.
I don't trust anyone down here. Except Gunner, he's been good so far. Magpies are alright.
Either Gunner's very nice or he's playing the long game.
Alright.
You say that out loud, or oh no, you're in the back.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll give August the bag of chits for now, so he could be the one to pay her, and then I'll cast invisibility on myself as soon as she starts to walk away, and I'll try to follow her.
All right. So at the back, she leads you to the back of the victory yard, where the cliffside recedes into a wide, cleared strip. Burn barrels smolder with the slow, acrid flames, and there are a dozen figures that linger nearby, jittery and restless. Their faces streaked with soot, their clothes tattered and oil-stained. Some pace, muttering to themselves, eyes darting at shadows. Others crouch low, inhaling from blackened soot pipes, lost in whatever visions their last hit granted them. A scavenger-class war machine looms at the center of it all. Battered but vicious, several exhaust pipes and rusted spikes jut out from the top, fanning out in a way that almost resembles a crown. The plating is scrawled with faded symbols and frantic carvings. Across the side of this war machine, in blackened letters, is the name The Messiah. And perched atop this war machine is a figure. Let me see if I can find his hand out real quick. What is his name? Riggs. Okay. He's shirtless, but he has a long, tattered, hooded robe, and his hands and arms are stained black. And he has bone beads that hang from his body like a necklace and around him, and like a headpiece that covers his eyes. He looks like this. Lick will lead you to a lean-to shack nearby with a ratty drape covering them. So them guys are away from you, right? You're not near them, but you're still in this strip. With a ratty drape covering the entrance. Smoke drifts from the edges of it. And she'll say, the Victory Yard is run by a bunch of soot-sucking psychos, call themselves the Ash Rats. Wannabe warband. Real charming bunch. But if you're looking to score, you got to go through them. They only sell pure soot, not cut with ash, just scraped from the fire pit. The Rats got the best soot in the fort. Fortunately, I can't let you primies meet the pusher. But you give me the chits and I'll go in and get you what you need.
Have we been able to get a read on her at all this
Make
whole
an insight
time?
check. Something is off about her. Something is suspicious about her, but it could be that she is... I'll say you can tell this about her. She'll do anything for some soot.
So as long as we're the winning team, she'll stick with us.
You can garner that this girl will literally do anything for some soot. I should be in and out. Don't want to stick around longer than I have to.
You get half, right?
Yeah.
That's the deal?
Yeah.
I stick my hand out to shake her hand.
Yep. She and it's like a black glob on her hands, and she's sticking her hand up.
Pretty usual. Okay. All right, I'll shake it.
She'll shake it. Yeah.
I'll also pitch in 10 chits for this as well. So you don't have to spend all... I don't have a whole lot of chits, but I'll give her 10, and then whoever wants to give her the rest of the chits.
Yeah, so what are we doing? 80 chits total?
Half.
I thought we were just gonna buy the
40.
half
Yeah,
socket.
we're gonna do the half.
40,
Yeah,
so we
40,
put
okay.
up 30.
Yeah.
A half socket. That's the
Half socket.
terminology.
That's what the cool kids call it.
They don't have any. They don't have good scales around here, so they just
Fill a
they just
socket
they just
full
fill
of-
a socket full. Yep. Okay. All right. So you give her the chits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
She'll take it and she'll like go to duck under. Now I will describe this because Tanis, you said you were thinking about going in. So it is a cloth drape that covers the door of the shack. So she like pulls it aside, smoke kind of billows out, and she will head inside. What is your intentions?
If I'm good to go, then I will cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Which is actually my first time doing this, I believe.
All right.
So I'll pop out of existence, at least in what you all see.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take a second and be like, that's so fucking weird. And I'm gonna push under the cloth and try to.
Okay, so you're gonna
stay-
like,
try
are
to
you gonna
tail
try
it.
to like follow her directly in? Because if you
I
pull the cloth back, like they might see it, blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
So is the entrance to where she's going? There's like a cloth door
Mhm.
that goes in?
Mm-hmm.
Then when I see that, I'm gonna have to try to get
Right behind her.
right behind her and try to sneak in. Like it's gonna be hard.
That's
but
gonna be
I don't
really
know
hard.
other than-
Okay, I'm gonna need let's say a stealth check. You have advantage.
Okay. Advantage on a stealth. Natural 20, 22.
Whoa. So you pull as she pulls the curtain back and goes in. The curtain is like starting to fall back, and you go on the side, narrow yourself, and whew, slip in. So inside, it's just a hovel with a fucking tarp top. And there's 3 guys in here. One of them is a hobgoblin, and the other 2 are like humanoids. One of the guys has an extra arm that's like the size of a baby arm that sticks out of his shoulder. And it seems to be, what's the word where it doesn't work? It doesn't do anything.
Vestigial?
Vestigial, thank you. So it just kind of sticks out, and he has to like pull his robes back for it. But there is a bit of a conversation. So Lick will say, as she goes in, she says, I gotta be quiet. They're like, Lick, what the fuck? You're being fucking weird. Stop that shit. Fucking paranoid, whatever. And she says, no, you don't understand. I got some primies outside. And they just gave me some chits for some soot, but they got a whole bag. And I think I seen some soul coins too. And the guy's like, all right, well, what's in it for you then, Lick? Right? And she'll say, how about you, 2 sockets? He's like, all right, take him to the rat trap. And she'll say, but I gotta get him some soot first. And he's like, all right, well, how much they want? Half socket. That exchange happens. She pays him, gets the half socket. It's in a little bag. And she'll nod to him, and she'll go to leave. So
They said bring her to the rat trap?
we're bringing him to the
Bring
rat
up-
trap.
Bring us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, got it.
So she'll come back out. Tannis, I'm gonna need you to make another stealth check to get back out. Although it won't be as bad.
Do I still have advantage?
Yeah,
for
you're
being
invisible. Yeah. Okay.
20.
No problem.
Good thing.
You do touch the curtain a little bit, but like, no one notices. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, you guys all see Lick come back out. No, actually, while that is happening, you guys are standing outside, just like chilling, waiting, like a bunch of awkward dudes waiting for a truck deal to go down. And
as one does.
yeah, no, that's right. So you will see over on the other side of the victory yard where that war machine the thing is, and the guy sitting on the war machine with the like look like a fucking priest or some shit. A couple of these ash rats, these like druggies, part of this gang, will begin dragging a twitching, rail-thin scaver a few yards away from the war machine and drop him to a kneel. And this guy is barely able to keep himself upright. It seems like he's withdrawal, like he's going through withdrawals, right? He's like sweating and he's like almost pukes when they drop him. And this guy on this war machine, he will stand up and hold his arms out wide. And he will say, talking to this scaver that's like going through withdrawals, but he'll speak in a way that seems like he's talking to everyone. And he'll say, I see you. I see your suffering. Soot is not just a drug. It's revelation. And he will reach into a pouch nearby and pull out a little tin, little like mint canister kind of thing, looking thing. And he holds it up into the air. And he'll say, do you think this tin will make you whole again? And the guy on the ground is like, yeah, right. And he says, soot doesn't grant life, it demands it. It doesn't fill the empty, it carves it deeper, makes room for something greater. And suddenly you hear a war machine start up, right? And the scream of a soul being burned in the engine as a devil's ride that you guys didn't notice is parked behind the Messiah, the scavenger, kind of pulls forward into an idol, right? Revs the engine a couple times. And the guy holds the tin and shakes it a little bit. And he says, the wasteland does not choose the weak. It chooses the worthy. The wasteland watches. Let us see if it calls your name. And he takes this tin of soot and throws it as hard as he can, and it lands in the middle between the war machine and this scaver who's like withdrawing, right? And the man, the scaver's like staring at this canister, mustering as much strength as he can, and he suddenly just bolts for this little tin. And at the same time, the devil's ride drives towards him, right? So this guy is at a frantic run, weak as hell, trying to get to this tin as the devil's ride is lurching towards him. And the rider looms low with a metal bat, like a club, that's got chains wrapped around it. And the rider pulls up right next to the guy before he makes it to the tin and just fucking clocks him in the face. And he goes flying backwards, blood shooting out of his mouth. He's sent sprawling backwards. The onlookers cheer and laugh as the rider does a few donuts on the war machine around him, like around his body. And this guy's like out fucking cold. And the rider will dismount the war machine, kick the dude in the chest one time, grab the tin, and all the other guys are, yeah! And they'll just take a pinch out and take the can and bring it back towards the guy sitting on top of the war machine. The injured guy is just drug away. And Lick returns out from the little hovel. All right, we got what we came for. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Before I turn invisible, I'm going to grab her and just like by the shoulder and throw her against the wall and just appear invisible while she's looking in the space I was, chest drawn.
Okay.
I'd be like, you fucking rat.
Yo, what the fuck? Like, she's like, what the fuck is this?
Take him to the rat trap. You told him we had fucking soul coins. That was a fucking mistake.
I don't know I don't know nothing about this, right? She's yelling, and it is drawing attention from the people inside this building and the ash rats. What do you want
I'll
to do?
back Tannis up if what he's saying, she'll trust him first.
Be not
So
right
that's-
here, though.
All right,
Yeah,
here, but
I'll cover her mouth or something as Tannis holds her.
Sure.
gotta get the fuck out of here. She told him what we have soul coins. She was gonna try to take us to the rat trap where they're gonna spring a trap on us, I'm assuming, but she's the only one that knows where Hitch is, so we need her, but we gotta get out of here fast.
I'll walk up and say, Lick, do you have the soot or not?
She's like struggling against. She got a hand over her mouth. She's trying to struggle against. There are definitely 100% people looking at you. But she like in her hand, she'll like open it up and there's a bag.
Is it just one bag?
Mhm.
How would we get half?
Well, she was just gonna split it, like just
Sure.
she's gonna figure that out. I'm sure she has her own little tin. All right, what are we doing, guys? Like, there's people inside the building that he just slammed her up against.
Let's start walking away from here.
Are you taking Lick with you?
Yes.
All right. You begin dragging Lick away. I need somebody with advantage because of help with everyone else to make a I'm cool, don't worry about me check.
Like deception?
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with deception. Any charisma based one I'm okay with.
Yeah, I think just try to like, while I have her, my hand on her shoulder from where it was before, I'd be like, if I see any of those ash rats or you make another sound, your throat's the next I cut. Play it cool. 18?
Okay. All right. Cool. She's like, get the fuck. Just let's get out of here, okay? I don't like these guys. They give me the fucking creeps.
Where's the rat pit? Rat trap.
It's just an ambush spot.
Are you leading us there right now?
I'm not leading you anywhere. You fucking just like tackled me.
Which direction is it?
Well, unfortunately for you, Hitch and the rat trap are in the same direction. So you either take my fucking word for it or not.
I don't know if I believe her. Do you think if we break one of her fingers, she'll give us the same answer?
I'll fucking break my finger. Or at least let me take a hit first. It's like,
Just because we're in hell doesn't mean we have to act as the devils do.
It also doesn't mean we have to be chumps walking into an ambush.
But we know it's an ambush. At this point, I'm inclined to spring it. They think
No.
we're a bunch of easy targets. They're underestimating us. We're not underestimating them.
Right, so let's go then. We need to find Hitch at some point. If that's where he is, then let's go, spring the trap, get old man, and get out of there.
They're the same direction, but not the same spot.
Go ahead, Lick, speak. Where exactly is Hitch then?
I'll tell you if we can just get the fuck out of here, okay? This is literally Ashraf turf. And they don't like people causing a bunch of scenes. Causing a scene.
then let's start heading in the direction of both then.
She like rolls her shoulder to get like people off of her.
I'll let go,
Mhm.
but I'm staying very close.
Sure. She moves quick to get the fuck out of there. And she's moving south, which is contra dis from here. Almost like against the wall. After a moment, you're like,
trap.
yeah, after a moment, you're out of view of everybody, and she's like, they're offering me soot. It's just a robbery, okay? I'm not gonna kill you. I just want your money. And whatever soot you just bought, I guess.
Okay, well, unfortunately, we need that money, so they can't have either.
I get it.
We're gonna have to decline being robbed. Sorry.
I guess I'll have to lead you around it.
Just
Guess
lead us
you'll
to
have
Hitch.
Yeah, it's just Hitch is in a rusted out, or a burned out. Hold on, I have where he is exactly. He's in a burned out demon grinder, with a rusty grappling claw. That's where he hangs out.
All right.
In Ashfinger or somewhere else? Okay.
It's here in the Victory Yard.
Oh, okay.
It's just like right on the edge.
On your orders, Gauntlet.
All right. Well, I don't want to go off on a wild goose chase. I don't want to be led into a trap. So, we have manacles, right?
We have manacles, yes.
I'll put one on my wrist and one on hers.
No, come on, seriously? What the
So
fuck?
if you lead us into an ambush, there's no running away for you. You're in it with us.
Okay. She's not gonna let that happen. So I'm gonna need some sort of reactionary check. I'm gonna give I'm gonna give August one, and then one other person a chance to like grab her, because she's gonna fucking run if you try to do that. If you try to manacle her, she's not just gonna let you do it. She's gonna try to run. So I will give one person and August a chance to like try to snatch her up before she gets out. So you can make a dexterity check, base check, or an athletics, strength base check to try and grab her before she runs.
Yeah, I don't want to start kidnapping more people than we have to.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You do. I mean, she does know where she's where Hitch is. So if you guys want to grab her, you can.
I feel like tackling people seems like a Ophelia thing.
Yeah, if Ophelia, do you want to try to tackle her?
I'm grabbing her.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Normal.
Yeah, just a flat roll.
21.
There's no way she can beat you. Well, I was gonna give her a +1, so let's just see if I roll a natural 20. Nope, you grab her. You grab her. She tries to bolt, and Ophelia just grabs her by the collar, and she gets choked out for a second, and then comes back. What do you want from me? Okay, like what?
Just putting ourselves on equal footing.
Yeah, accidentally starting to take a lot of hostages in this place.
They're gonna catch us. They're gonna. There's no way now. She's like starting to panic.
Well, you shouldn't have done what you did. Now you suffer the consequences of your own
Yeah, well, you
actions.
shouldn't have made such a big fucking scene. Now they're gonna send people to talk to people, and God, we're fucked. We're so fucked.
Let us worry about that part of it. You just lead us through this place to Hitch without going through the rat trap, and you get to go free.
They're gonna try to find you now. Did you see the scene you made? Everyone was watching.
So
Let's
assuming
just-
we're... Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Assuming we believe you, does that... And she's maybe now addressing this to Gauntlet. Would it be better to just spring it now and just kill them and get it out of the way so we can talk to Hitch unabated?
I
mean,
say no fighting in for Knucklebones.
I agree with Gunner. I really don't want to be breaking the law, even if it is self-defense. Springing the trap is going to make us fugitives.
I mean, this Hitch could get away in all the commotion.
Ophelia, if you think I'm spending 1 second in that furnace, you're absolutely mistaken.
All right, let's London, do what you can. Let's start sprinting toward, not sprinting, but like making
Moving
haste
quickly.
toward Hitch.
Okay.
So, i.e., pass without trace.
Oh.
Try and avoid any pursuers or ambushers.
Okay.
Now we're talking.
Everybody make stealth checks.
I am on fire with Swell today.
Oh! 30, 25, 24.
14.
Boo.
Still pretty good.
1 second. There you go. Even worse.
Not bad.
Yikes.
Not bad. It's actually not that bad. All right, you guys do pretty good. Let me just get an average here. Somebody just roll a flat d20. We'll give her a +1. For homegirl. Okay, 20 total. Oh, yeah, you guys are way high. All right, so Lick begins leading you through the maze of war machines. As you, like I said, or like before, as you pass by people, you'll see people like just one guy's just hitting his head against a war machine over and over and over with like blood trickling down his face. And just other people shuffling through, just drug addicts. And there is a moment that, August, you will sense some hesitation from Lick, where there's like, oh, you could go one way or you can go another way. And you sense that there's some hesitation before she leads you up on one of these paths. And as you guys make your way through, you can notice that there are some people perched on top of war machines to the other path that she did not lead you to. Like just, they're like looking out, you know? It's kind of, because it's foggy here, which is strange to be like daylight and foggy as hell. But they were like looking for you guys, but nobody noticed you. As you make your way through towards a rusted out war machine, or a burned out war machine. Let me pull out that. So she'll say, oh, it's over here, just past this tormentor. And she leads you around, and you will see a wreck that sits half buried in rust and soot. Its frame twisted from past violence. A grappling claw hangs limp from the back, its cables frayed and useless. and a makeshift barricade of scrap and debris has been piled around the open cockpit, forming a crude shelter. And you notice a bit of movement from the inside. She says, that's where Hitch stays. Can you let me go, okay?
Let's get eyes on Hitch first.
Yeah. Give me half the soot you got there.
She'll just give you, like, you probably took the bag from her, obviously, because you're like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
So you guys probably have the bag.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take the bag and I will walk up to the war machine.
Okay.
If somebody wants to follow me, that would be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with.
Oh yeah.
All right. Inside. Let me see if I got a handout.
I'm really sorry about this. It's hell. We're under a lot of stress.
Fuck you. You guys suck. I was just trying to get some fucking soot.
We were perfectly amicable until you caused this yourself.
I don't have any chits. Look at me. Do you see me? Look at me. Do I look like I make a bunch of chits? Okay, this is just an arrangement where I could get some chits from the ash rats. You don't fuck with the ash rats. And you guys, death sentence me. Thanks a lot. So, who else is approaching the war machine?
Me and Tanis.
Okay, so you're
And
approaching.
whoever else wants to.
Okay, so who else wants to? Is that it?
Keep an eye out from afar.
Okay,
I'm holding onto
Yeah,
Homegirl,
Vin-
so I think I have to stay behind.
Yeah, Vin will well, let's see. So Ophelia and August are staying back.
with Lick.
Like,
And
I'm
then-
kind of just like waiting for a nod from those two to be like, yeah, this is Hitch. We're fine. And then we can let her go and be on with it.
And that's all I am doing is going up and like peeking in and seeing who actually is in it. And
Okay, I guess Vin will go with Gunner.
Okay, so I mean, if you're just peeking inside, you can see a frail, pale red-skinned tiefling with scraggly patches of hair all over his balding head. He clearly hasn't slept for days, with deep purple bags under his eyes. He wears a crooked eye patch, he has a few facial piercings, and black soot is smudged all over his nose and cheek. He twitches, his whole frame is jittery, strung out, and paranoid. He mutters quietly to himself as he shifts back and forth. He looks like this.
Dog would get along great.
I know, he so would. So you just peek in and see him.
Mm-hmm. I am also going to kind of knock on the war machine.
All right, so you will approach the war machine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you knock, knock, knock on the side of the war machine. So you guys are like, you're walking up to the side of it, right? Like it's facing you on the side. So you're like, he's in the cockpit that's been like crudely barricaded. It doesn't look like there's like really any opening except for like behind him. As if he's like, he knows people approach from this way. So he's like barred this side up. When you knock, he freezes. And he turns slowly towards you. And you can see his eyes are completely glazed over. But they're somehow also frantic. And he begins panicking. No, actually, he has a rough voice. No, I ain't talked. I ain't. And he'll like skitter back into the back of the machine.
I'll hold up the little baggie of soot and go, "Are you Hitch?"
Oh, no. This, you ain't real. This ain't real.
This is real. We're
fuck.
just here to talk.
Oh, fuck. It's happening, isn't it? It's happening. And he like grabs his head and is digging his fingernails into his temples, drawing blood. It's happening. You think I can't see you? You think I don't know?
Let's just come out of here. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. It's okay. We're
No,
not
no,
gonna hurt you.
they told me he would send you. Oh, fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck this! Fuck you! I ain't going out like this! And he fucking runs.
Oh.
He jumps
Right,
out
you
the
did your
backside of
job.
the war machine and fucking bolts.
I would run after him.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run after him.
Mm-hmm.
I chase too, but I also I grab the earring and I'm like, we got a runner.
Yep.
And London hears that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
I got a bolt too.
Gunnar and Tanis, Vin, you were with them, right?
Yep.
Gunnar and Tanis and Vin begin bolting after this guy, who is just now in a frantic sprint. So them three, what the other three of you have lick. You hear this, you have a moment to react. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna Zephyr Strike and hoof it after him.
Okay.
I'm gonna look towards Gauntlet Elderfire. Do I keep lick or
I
drop
mean,
her and run?
she kept up her end of the bargain.
Mhm.
You're free to go where you want.
I'm gonna die anyways, but thank you.
To tell the ash rats where we are. Okay then.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good. Yeah, she might just snitch on you guys. That'll help her out probably.
Yeah.
Well, she was supposed to lead you guys into a trap and then she didn't, so it's gonna look really bad for her. So maybe she's gonna sell you guys out. All right, you let her go.
Yeah, that's what they.
Does everyone begin running after her or after Hitch? Okay, we're gonna go into a skill challenge. So, Hitch is obviously extremely paranoid and having a hallucination of some sort. And he's fucking running. So, we're doing an every man for himself skill challenge. It's 4 successes before 3 failures. If 3 failures, you drop out of the race. The DC is 15 because he's fucking booking it. And you're like going through the, he's jumping over stuff. You know what I mean? Gunnar, I don't know if you've ever did one of my skill challenges before. You can choose. Oh, you did. That's right. You did. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right. So that's what we're going to do. Who wants to go first? Chasing after Hitch.
So, I have an idea that I think in like a realistic setting would work. Like, Vin can like shoot, since it's like hot in Avernus, Vin can shoot like a ray of frost, like try to aim ahead of him and like make him slip on like the water that forms.
Okay.
But what type of skill check would that be? Like, it's not like technically Arcana, but I guess for lack of a better idea, unless it would be like some like dex based.
Yeah, like an
It's your
Arcana.
call.
Arcana's good for me.
Let's see. Oh, not that great.
Nope, that's a failure. Oh boy, this race is good. This chase is
Yeah, so
not gonna be good.
Yeah, Vin is
so it's
short and slow. She completely misses.
a cumulative 3 failures from all of us. We lose him.
No, each individual.
Okay,
Yeah,
so Vin fields 2 more times. She falls out.
She falls out, but you guys are still in the race, right? So it's every man for himself because that's really how a chase would go, right? Like if one person gets tripped up, the rest of the group can still chase after him. So that was
running.
Yeah, so you
Can
missed.
Can I just do a straight, like just not even trying to be that dexterous? Like if there's an obstacle in my way, like say like a door hanging off of one of the carcasses, instead of trying to like dive under it, like just not like shoulder check it.
Oh
and
shit!
just force my way.
Hey, you want to make an athletics check or something?
Yeah.
Yes, I love that.
What I'm hoping for. I'm using an inspiration because I am not wanting to drop out.
There we go.
16.
Okay, yeah. So as he's running, he like throws open a door of a war machine, and you just fucking barrel through it, and keep on chucking after him. So this first round is like where you guys are dodging through the victory yard. Like it seems like he is heading out, like towards the south, like out of Ashfinger in general. But right now you're still in the victory yard. So who's next?
I'll try survival to try and like navigate the victory yard.
Yeah.
And avoid obstacles
I love it.
altogether. 'It. 'Altogether. 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 'It. '
Yep, that's a success. Who's next?
I can go. I do have this can be up to you, but I do have grease that I want to try to like throw in front of him to also make him slip.
Okay, so that's
would you take
what do you want to make? What kind of check?
survival or maybe dexterity or something to throw it?
I can say like
spellcasting
a spellcasting ability, like just make an attack roll maybe.
With the grease.
Or just make like a spell attack roll, basically. Like if you have like a firebolt
I see
or
what you're
something.
saying. I do have a firebolt. Yep.
Okay, that's a failure.
Fail. Yeah. You know what? No. I'm gonna use my inspiration too.
Yeah. There you go. That's a success.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right, you keep in the race. He slips up on something and bashes his head, and now he's bleeding as he keeps running. Who's next? I think we have London and Ophelia left.
Yeah, I don't know what check you want, but with a dash and burning a Zephyr Strike, I can get 100 feet in one turn. I guess athletics.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, like, the speed is one thing, but it's you still have to navigate, right? So maybe a perception. Are you any good at that? Survival. You're good at survival.
Fast
you said survival.
Yeah, I mean,
you're good at survival.
Yeah, sure. Do survival. Perception is also good for me, but let's fail.
Yep, sorry. All right. This is making me think I gotta adjust some of my DCs on my War Machine stuff. All right, who's next? Oh, Ophelia, you're last.
Yeah. Unless I can use athletics again.
No, everybody can use the same skill, but they can't use it duplicate within themselves, right?
Right. So I'm gonna have Ophelia, like, she's lagging behind because she's like bigger and slower than everyone. She's going to rip open her own shortcuts in order to try and head them off.
Fuck yeah,
athletics. Cool. It should be normal athletics.
Oh,
natural one. I'm gonna re-roll that with an inspiration.
Burning through the inspirations.
That's a success. That's a success. All right. All right, round 2. As you guys make it out of the victory yard, Hitch goes in. So now you're in Ashfinger, right? Hitch will climb some scaffolding and scramble onto the precarious elevated path of scrap-built shanty roofs, jumping across rooftops and navigating that. So that's the next sort of zone that you're in. Stacked shipping crates and rickety bridges. Who wants to go next? New round.
I guess would be Vin again.
Sure. What do you want to do?
I mean,
How
I can
about-
go if you got nothing. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I think I got because I was just trying to I'm going through like my best skills. So like she can do kind of like an investigation type of thing, like look at all the ladders and bridges and roads
and try
see,
to
like what the most optimal path would be.
That is definitely a 1 + 1 = 2 kind of investigation. I definitely agree with that.
Oh my goodness, I'm not rolling well tonight. Will's rolling well, and I'm not.
You guys got a fucking +8. Like 15 shouldn't be that hard.
Let's use the inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to need any of these laters, boys. Let's keep running through.
There you go. That's a success. All right, Tanis. I'm gonna just go in order now.
All right, that's fine. I mean, similar things, not exactly. Can I try to see the route that he took and try to, like, as I see him, like, maybe step on something that looks a little wobbly and see where not to step as I chase him across these rooftops with a perception?
Perception? I love it.
Oh my god.
All right. That's a failure. Okay. August, you're next.
Can I try and watch him and predict where he's going to go and insight check Hitch?
Sure. I'll buy that. Yep. That's a success.
Okay.
Gunner, you're next.
Okay, I think I'm just going to simply use.
Oh
no!
Eric posted is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Got him.
That one just hit something inside of me that I thought was hilarious. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm just gonna simply use athletics to jump from
Yep.
crate to
Rooftops. Yep. No problem.
crate. Yep.
Success. All right, London.
That looked pretty cool. I'm also gonna do an athletics to jump from rooftop to rooftop.
All right, that's failure. Ophelia.
So she's not fucking jumping across rooftop to rooftop. That's
Okay.
sure. She's going to follow them on the ground
Okay.
and using intimidation, scream at the crowd to get out of her fucking way as she goes sprinting by.
Okay, sure.
There you go.
12.
That's a failure. Boy, this is crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Vin, you're up.
All right. Do I have any of my good skills left? I'm thinking she can try. Just because it's like one of my next best skills. I guess she'll like try to call out to Hitch and use her +1 to like persuade him to like calm down a little bit, even if it just slows him.
I think he's too frantic for that kind of charisma-based check in that way that you want to use it. Like, I mean, Ophelia just used a charisma-based check, but it made sense. I don't know if I like that one.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Actually, she does have. I was looking at like my proficiencies, but she has a few other ones that are not bad. But it's hard to. You know what? Well, I'll just go for more luck on this one. She'll do like acrobatics or something to keep her footing and continue chasing him. 14.
Fail.
Just failed. All right. I'll have to
We're
eat
losing
that
him,
one.
boys. We're losing him.
He's
All right.
gaining ground.
He's a freak.
Tannis, you're up.
Oh man. This is a hard one because if it didn't seem like he was receptive to persuasion, would he be receptive to me like shouting like, I don't know, like intimidation, like try to intimidate him, like stop fucking running or we're gonna have a real fucking problem here in a second. But it doesn't
I
seem like
can't.
that's gonna
Yeah,
work.
I can't do
So
that one.
that's fine. I will try then. I'm just gonna try an acrobatics check and try to like navigate, like slide under something.
Absolutely.
No, that's 2 failures.
Jeez
Great.
Louise. All right, August.
So it's beyond reason, almost like a beast. So animal handling. No, I'll just try and like duck and dive through places to like just try and like cut him off and get ahead of him. So either like stealth or acrobatics.
I'm okay with either. Nice. That's a
Okay,
success.
I need
That's a
one
success.
more.
All right, Gunner.
Okay, I think. Are we still on the rooftops and stuff?
Mhm.
All right, I think I'm gonna try to. I haven't used investigation yet, so I'm gonna try to investigate what is the best footing on the roof and
I'm good
which
with
way
that.
to go. Okay.
Fail.
14.
August, that is just one success in the system.
Yeah, I got 2 others before that, right?
It's the second
I
round.
got 1.
No, it's
No.
the third round because that was my first fail. I have two success and 1 fail.
I did survival, insight, and now stealth.
Oh, I just didn't
Did
switch
we lose
settings.
track of
Who's next?
this is I've only done 2.
Yeah.
I've done 3.
And
So
I've
we
done,
did running through
3.
the scrapyard, the rooftops.
Yeah.
You just
So.
switch
But
settings
this
between
is
2
the
and 3.
second turn on the rooftops.
Oh, that's the problem. All right.
That's why I asked if we're still on the rooftops.
Yep, I fucked up. London, you're up.
Let me see which is the best path here.
Yep.
Oh. It's just straight.
Ophelia.
Also, is it possible to turn up the music just a hair? It's super quiet for me.
I don't have any good skills left. I mean, I could perform for the crowd.
Yeah.
That would help. If I can copy Vin, since Ophelia, since she failed, she might be lagging a bit behind. Use insight to try and think about, okay, if he's running this way, he might be going off in this direction.
Yes.
This
I'll
direction.
buy it.
All right. Come on, insight. 7.
All right, that's a fail.
2 fails.
All right, Hitch jumps down from the buildings, pushes through some crowd area, and then he will dive into a tangled maze of tarps and patchwork tents, tearing through makeshift living spaces where people are shouting at him, and he, ducking under laundry lines and leaping over bedding as people scramble to get out of the way. Okay, Vin, you're up.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go for the insight as well. That's the only other thing I could think of. I guess like he's kind of like pushing past people, right, and going on like people.
So we're in like a
outdoor living
tent city, right? And he's like going through people's houses, quote unquote, like going through their tents and people jumping over little fire pits and stuff.
Yeah, so I guess the argument for insight would be similar to like what everyone else said, but I guess like since there's a lot of people here, I can kind of like watch the crowd and like kind of get the mood. And see
sure,
how,
yeah,
like,
you see people moving.
Maybe you don't want to do insight, Ronnie.
You can't. Yeah, you have disadvantage on those, don't you? Or like a minus or something, don't you? Mm-hmm. Because your shield and your corruption.
I mean,
August, take an inspiration.
Yeah. The good reminder.
Nice.
I'm gonna use it immediately. So.
Dude, what did they call that in that session? Will, what did they call it? It was like snitchspiration or something.
Oh, narkspiration.
Narkspiration. Narkspiration is awesome.
The thing now.
Well, it does say it says insight checks to detect lies or hidden motives.
Oh, really?
That's what it says.
So I feel like that's more for motives. Yeah. No. So that's
But
usually
still
what
good
we use
call.
insight
Still good
for.
call.
So no, actually, you can make a flat roll.
Okay, if you
Yeah, for sure. This is like it is about, okay, that's a success.
Ooh, there we go, crit.
That's a success.
Good job.
All right, how many are you at right now? What do you have? Successes
I have,
and failures?
2 successes, 2 failures.
2 successes, 2 failures. All right, Tanis, you're up. Everybody tell me where you're at when we get to you. Tanis, you're up.
Yeah, so I might lose sight of him for a second, and as we like run through a tent house that I know he was just in, like look to like a family like eating dinner and be like, which way did that guy just go?
Yes.
He owes me money.
Yes.
And actually, I was going for persuasion. Like, tell me which way he went.
Yes, absolutely. I totally buy that.
Natural
problem.
20.
Oh my
God.
No
Failures.
All right, how many failures do you have?
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Okay, cool. August.
I'm 3-0 right now.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I haven't used perception yet, so I'll just do basic like look for the path of least resistance.
What dear ass am I?
Oh
wow! All right, I'll get back to you in a second. Okay. You are still in the race, right? But you're gonna catch him. So I'm just trying to determine who all ends the race. So you're still like, if you describe going this way and that way, you already have done all the things. Gunnar, you're next.
Okay. I'm at 2 and 1, so 2 successes, 1 failure. What did I want to do? Oh, can I use sleight of hand as we're going through tents and stuff to like move tarps and things out of the way? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
That 20 train, keep it going.
No, I broke it.
All right, who's next? London.
I'm gonna follow up right now. Acrobatics, jumping on the tent poles, riff rat, street rat. ET.
That's a success. That's a success. Okay, Ophelia.
1 success, 2 failures. I got fucking nothing. investigation to determine which tents he's gone through and which just look like,
Sure.
hell to
Yep.
begin with.
Nope.
10.
All right, that's a failure. Vin, you're up. Oh, so that was that area. He will make his way through a crowd. So he comes out into the center of Ashfinger, and you guys are getting really close to the edge, like the end of the tip of the fingers, right? And there's just like a crowd of people. It's like he goes into an open area where there's like people standing around a burned barrel, and the air is all smoky and stuff like that. So it's just a big crowd that you have to kind of push your way through. So Vin, you're up first.
Okay, I only have one more like good skill really that I could like remotely make an argument for, and it's like nature. So you said there's another crowd and it's like foggy. So I feel like it would be a similar type of thing. Like, can I make out his like silhouette amongst the fog and the bustle?
Okay, I got one that I'll help you. I'll give you a hand on this one. What if you like see when you run through fog, you know how it like kind of there's like a misting of it? You can like look at the fog itself and try to understand where he went by the misting of the fog. Does that make sense?
Okay, that
the
was
dispersal of the fog.
You said the fog, and I was like nature.
Nate,
like that was my idea.
Here you go.
Yeah.
You're welcome. So
yeah, but this is the last one I got.
Yeah.
We're scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
20.
a success.
Yeah, so 6.
Okay.
Yeah, third success.
All right, Tannis, you're up.
Can I just go with a straight acrobatics check to try to see if I can't just push my way through the crowded area that he just ran through to see if I can't stay close?
You did acrobatics before.
I did not. I did athletics. Athletics and then perception and then.
I see acrobatics.
Oh, I did do acrobatics. Okay, I missed. Oh, then I haven't done insight. That's the other one that I was thinking of doing. Can I do what like other people have done?
Yeah.
Do insight?
Yeah. You don't have to sell me on insight. I buy it.
I lose them anyways.
All right. That was your last failure?
That was 3 failures.
All right. You get in the back. You get pushed back by the crowd, and you lose track of. You can keep track of the group, but you're in the back. You're dropped out a little bit. All right. August is done. Gunner.
I don't believe I have used acrobatics yet.
Okay.
So I am going to do that just to simply run through.
Nope.
No, I'm out too.
All right. You dropped out. London.
I'm also 2 and 2. We're doing stealth. We allowed a stealth in there?
Yeah, I can buy a stealth. Like you hide out for a second and jump out at him or something. Try to cut a
Slink
corner
into
and
the shadows here.
that's a success. All right, Ophelia.
She's out. 3 failures.
Oh, okay. So Ophelia's out too. So who all is left? Vin and London. All right, Vin. What do you want to do?
Wait, what about August? Did August? Fail?
August is already in. He's already got him.
You succeeded.
He's already. That's right.
He's already got him. So
well, then Vin.
I'm just trying to
already-
determine. There is a reason for keep going.
Okay, fair enough.
I had 4 successes in a row.
Oh, it's
you
4.
didn't.
It's 4.
3 fail or 4 success. Yeah.
3 fail, 4 success.
All right. So the last area, I'll just say it's whatever you want. Like you can imagine in your mind what Ashfinger looks like and come up with your own skill to use for it.
So the stealth I was thinking is not a bad one.
I can buy it.
She has like the stealth advantage thing, but I don't know if you'd allow that. That's up to you.
What is it? Like blend into shadows thing?
The Sphere of Nevlin
Fuck it.
camouflage.
Okay.
It's like advantage
cool.
on stealth. Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
Let me use that.
You run ahead somewhere and like hide and try to jump out at him. Whatever.
Yeah. Hide in the crowd like Assassin's Creed style. Or
Yeah,
something,
I'm cool.
Okay.
That's a success.
15.
Yeah, that's a success.
To beat it. Okay.
Needed to
there we
beat
go.
it. All right, London. So you caught him too, London.
London's gonna scream at a passerby, "Trip that fucker right now! But there's a chance his voice, like, this could be an unfortunately timed voice crack. +0 on this roll.
No, yeah.
Fucker right now! You guys go! You guys go!
Yeah, there's like a lot of fog in the air, so you start choking. All right, so here's what happens. Nobody, you guys don't lose him, right? It's just like you guys are so far past that he would have escaped had Vin and August not caught him, right? And honestly, you're so far back that there's going to be like a bit of an encounter with him before you guys catch up, right? Like it's going to take a minute before you guys actually catch up. But you all see Hitch sprints towards the cliff wall at the edge of, at like the tip of Ashfinger, right? It's like there-ish, right? And it's where the slum meets the sheer rock face. He heads directly toward the jagged mouth of a massive drain pipe, its entrance framed by iron bars that are bent and pried loose. Inside is dark, the passage vanishing inside the mountain. He runs inside, and August and Vin run in after him. Inside the drain pipe, I'm going to switch the music back over. Inside the drain pipe is a Devil's Ride war machine. But it looks rickety as hell. It's not like a motorcycle one. It has like a cabin to it. And he scrambles for the door before August probably catches him. So August, what do you do to catch him? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
I think I just like trip him as he's fumbling to get into the war machine, but like catch him as he's falling. And so now like I'm holding on to him. So he's not.
He starts screaming, "Get off of me! You're burning me! You're burning me alive!" And he starts like shaking back and forth. It seems that he is seeing something else entirely when he looks at you.
I will attempt lesser restoration to like soothe whatever condition this is.
Okay. Make a medicine check with advantage. Okay. He calms down a little bit. Does lesser restoration get rid of poison?
Yes.
Okay. He calms down a little bit, but not entirely, because this isn't necessarily him being poisoned also. This is a little bit different than the poison condition. Like, he won't have disadvantage on his checks anymore, but he's still very much on drugs. This is a little bit different than just like being poisoned or being drunk. So he calms down a little and he says, he's not like thrashing against you. The fire's inside already. Black in the lungs, red in the veins. The rot in your skin. It's eating you inside out.
So I have some friends, and we just want to help you and get you to a safe place. All right?
We're not rotten or anything. And like Vin will like pull her mask down and show herself.
No, you're not real. You shift when I blink. Your eyes burn. Your skin is melting. You're burning me. They whisper, The red caps. The ones with the teeth. I fixed the machines. I did what you wanted. I put the broken bits where the good ones were. He said it was clean. Bruno the broker. He said it was clean. Bruno's a fucking liar.
Bruno asked you to do something?
If I talk, you'll hear me. It's nothing but smoke now. Nothing but fire. And like he begins staring off like this is it for him. He's dying. He's not dying, he's fine.
Okay. Fuck, are we just gonna weekend at Bernie's this guy back to the Magpies?
While you're thinking about it, the rest of the party begins to bolt into the pipe, and he'll be like, "No, no more! I won't burn like the rest of them!" And he lunges towards the war machine, to grab onto the handle. Do you like try to snatch him off of it or something?
Yeah, I don't want him starting this thing.
He lunges for the vehicle and he grabs onto the door handle. Okay, and he's holding onto it for dear fucking life. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna get in the seat of the war machine so he can't.
Okay, so you're gonna open the door?
Yeah, like
Okay.
maybe swing it a little hard while he's
Sure.
on it, so he kind of loses his balance.
So when you open the door, it just cracks, and there's a soft click, and for a fraction of a second, time seems to stand still before kablam! There is a massive explosion that forces an explosive inferno erupts from the war machine's core. A blast of fire and shrapnel tearing through the drain pipe. The explosion slams outward with a concussive boom, sending Hitch and you and the rest of the PCs that are just entering hurtling back. The blast spits you out of the drain pipe like a broken ragdoll. And I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Wow.
Anyone around me gets +2 from.
Okay, so the group that failed gets a +2.
17 for me then.
So this is a lot of damage. So, oh wow, I rolled shit, and then
Remember to mark down your Vincent's first.
wow, I rolled terrible. Out of 5d10 and 3d8.
Hear the click, shield goes up.
yes. But you do get blasted outward. So those of you that it's DC 15. So those of you that failed, you take 13 fire and 5 bludgeoning. And if you succeeded, you take half of the total.
Resistant to fire, so that's half of half.
Half of half, yeah. Oh, but it's reduced.
Oh yes. Oh, my.
Afterwards, right? So you reduce it once for the save and then again for the resistance. So it's a possibility of losing like 2.
Okay, so that's quite a bit actually. Okay.
Okay. As all of you are blasted out of the drain pipe, let's take a break, real quick one, and then we'll get back to it.
Okay.
See you guys in a minute.
See you.
All right. So we come back from the commercial break with a black screen and just the ringing, right, of this massive explosion, which is so shitty because it was not that massive, but it had the potential to be if August hadn't like blocked some of it from with the shield up, you know. So it had the potential to be pretty devastating, but it was enough to explode a war machine. And your ears are ringing, you know, the vision is blurred a little bit, and you all sort of come to. There is smoke that just billows from this drain pipe. A massive, like, it's full of smoke. The war machine inside is a roaring inferno. You all, you know, come to.
Is there anything left of Hitch?
As you like look around, yeah, you see Hitch, but he is charred and mangled, clearly dead.
Fuck. God damn it.
With the flaming fist. You're under arrest.
London whispers under his breath.
So clearly London has head trauma, but is anyone else hurt?
Guys,
Bad.
we have 1 minute to decide. Do we revivify Hitch or save that for someone who probably needs it more?
I think I heard a name, Bruno the Broker. I mean, were we really gonna get more out of him besides whoever set him up?
Probably not.
I care more about if the red caps are gonna pin this fucking death on us and we get tossed in the furnace.
Yeah, we should leave.
All right, I will mention that though it is completely charred and ruined, he does have like a satchel.
Yeah, she'll grab the satchel, like rip it off the body, and just let's fucking go.
Yeah, so as you guys are still recovering, you just quickly grab the shit, and there are curious scavengers and survivors that start lingering on the fringes and looking around.
Let's take is his face destroyed?
He looks pretty fucked up.
If we steal the body, can I talk to him?
Like speak with dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, come on then, into the bag of holding quickly. Come on.
I will say, you're kind of out in the open. If you do that, people will see you.
Would it be quicker if I put him in the amulet?
Yes.
I mean, I can just grab the body. Like, we don't have to stuff him in. I can just literally.
Yeah, he'll just
action,
disappear
grab him.
instead of us stuffing a body into a bag.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll grab the amulet, grab the corpse, disappear for a split second, reappear, body's gone.
You know what?
Amulet.
I don't want to be this way.
I was gonna say
It's gonna feel cheap when I say this, but I don't think you guys figure
Yeah,
out with this guy.
it's a big fire explosion. Like, that's one of the few restrictions of the spell.
Yeah, he gets pretty fucking mangled up.
Yeah, so if there's no worth taking the corpse, I'm not gonna do that then.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can grab his little satchel and run.
Grab satchel.
All right, book it. All right, where are you going?
We can go back to my place. Back to
Raj?
Do you want to go straight there or find somewhere else to lay low for a minute?
Can we go back to the Iron Fangs?
Yeah, well, we'll tell him we found the guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that where you guys are headed?
Yes.
And you know, we'll look over our shoulders.
All right, you guys head out into the grasp and begin making your way. You know, you head out into the grasp enough to where you don't have to run anymore. You know, it gets to a point where running is now suspicious, right? So you're now kind of casually walking. Do you guys want to check out the satchel while you're walking?
Sure.
Cool. You find 12 scattered chits, a cracked soot pipe, half or a quarter of a socket of soot in a small tin box, a rusty shiv, a wrench, and a piece of tin. Right, so they don't use parchment a lot in Fort Knucklebones. They use these little sheets of tin. And this sheet of tin has been stamped, kind of like a license plate. It's a betting slip, and it was for the last War Machine race, the Doom Run. It was a 250 chit bet at 3-1 odds on Ragadraga. But it says that the bet was placed by Bruno Bartolo. And it has been punched as if it has been cashed already.
Have I heard of this Bruno before?
Probably not.
Okay.
So you guys want to?
And where do those bets get cashed at?
The Ledger House.
Ledger House. Okay.
Maybe our Iron Jaw friends know who Bruno is.
Maybe.
Cool. All right, so you want to head to the Iron Fangs.
Iron Fang, sorry. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right, you guys make your way to their garage. They're currently like working on their War Machine, fixing the part that was missing, and they've honestly taken apart some other stuff to check and clean everything, stuff like that. So yeah, Snapjaw will say, I didn't expect to see you so soon.
Yeah, Snapjaw. Well, unfortunately, we ran into a bit of a problem.
What's that?
A rather
Do you know
explosive situation.
Yeah, something like that. Do you know a Bruno? Bartolo?
Can't say I've heard of him.
What about a Hitch?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Bruno the broker.
He doesn't know the name.
Well, we did a little bit of digging, and we have some information. Unfortunately, not a whole lot, but we did find whoever this Bruno character is. He apparently cashed in a bet for Ragadraga recently. Our latest lead is now unavailable, so.
What, he fled town or something?
He exploded.
Okay. Listen, I think it's funny that we're all being coy here, but what are you talking about?
We chased him. There was a rigged Hellrider, or War Machine.
We have good reason to believe Hitch was the one doing the sabotage. We spoke with Gentle. He found a soot pipe after the story. We went to the Victory Yards. We found this Hitch, who we got information from with good faith that he was the saboteur. He fled, and as August claims, he tried to go into a war machine that was rigged to blow, and it blew the place to shit.
Rigged to blow?
And unfortunately, it probably looks like we were involved with that, and hopefully we were not followed here.
He says, do you know how much power you would have to use to explode a war machine?
He was paranoid. He was worried that someone was trying to kill him. If that was his worry, I don't know if it was. It seems like someone was making sure he didn't make out alive and succeeded.
Well, if that would be his machine. I mean, these things aren't cheap, and he was living out of some rust bucket, out of some junkyard.
I mean, it wasn't the best looking war machine either.
Also, wouldn't he sold it for soot?
Maybe he was just trying to steal someone else's then, but
I find it hard to believe that the guy we're chasing coincidentally ran up to a rigged war machine.
It sounded to me like he might have kept a escape route if he needed it. Snapjaw will sit down and scratch his head, and he'll say, "This is starting to sound a lot bigger than just somebody rigging the races."
We do have reason to believe somebody within the Scrappers Exchange is at least privy to it, if not actively helping.
Do you have any other leads?
Yeah, this Bruno figure. But he's who we have to track down next.
Is there some place brokers tend to congregate for betting?
I mean, you could try the drop, but I wouldn't suggest anybody go down there. You guys do also have another lead, right?
The break and take supply.
Yeah.
You ever heard of that company?
Break and take. Where is it in Borderfinger?
Rust finger.
I think I might have seen it before. It's a scavenger supply place. Real small. Hole in the wall place.
A lot of expensive parts going in that shop.
That doesn't seem right. It's a scavenger supply shop. Doesn't even sell parts.
You've seen the records. Could you at least tell us how to get there?
Yeah, and he'll explain where it is in Rustfinger. Yeah, but he'll say it's like a hole in the wall place, like.
Yeah.
Almost like a front.
Could be.
Well, we don't want to bring any heat to you, so.
Did he offered you 2 soul coins, right?
Correct. One if we found out who was doing it.
He'll just out of feeling bad for you guys, he'll take one of his soul coins that he owes you and be like, it's not exactly what I was looking for, but here, and he'll toss you a soul coin.
I mean, we're not. Well, I don't think we're done investigating. We're just.
Well, he's still got another one with your name on it,
We appreciate that.
Well, it'll make up for some of that soot we never ended up using.
So, you guys got soot? What the fuck is wrong with you?
It was a part of a plan that I don't know why we even make plans anymore, to be honest.
Whatever you do, I highly recommend do not do soot.
Can I do soot?
No.
Let's not find out.
I don't know. Do you have a soul? Yes. You have a soul?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. If you have some sort of exhaust port that could absorb it,
shove it in there.
Yeah, like if you have some sort of power system that'll absorb it, then yes, you could do it.
I'm not going to though.
Okay. I do not recommend it. I came up with a whole addiction system and how bad it fucks me.
What?
Awesome. Okay, good to know. That means I should do it.
I made a whole system to not be used.
Well, the Baldur and me is thinking maybe we could get a few chits for this soot, but I don't think we should be going to Ashfinger anytime soon. So I guess we'll just stop with it for now. Just dump it somewhere.
I'm inclined to throw it in the first trash we come across.
Fair enough.
Sounds
Just
good.
throw it into the bag of holding. You never know what runs up in the future.
Who knows? We might have an enemy along down the line that we want to poison.
I
All right.
love it.
Can go in the bag of holding, but
we ever meet a guy
Gotta make
named
sure it
Ross
doesn't
Nisi,
spill.
we're gonna shove it down his face.
But yeah, she will like make sure the bag is like
Sure.
extra.
So you
sealed
actually
before
have
throwing it in with the rest.
3/4 of a socket, right? You got one from Hitch, and you got half from the dude. Okay, Gunner.
I have it. Are you gonna take it from me?
I mean,
Gunner's
no.
just hanging on it.
I'm just gonna keep it.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh my
Suit
god,
yourself.
those Kankus all jacked up on soot. That would be such a fucking gong show.
Okay. Where to next,
Okay.
boys?
I mean,
ready to take.
Yeah, just so basically the rest of the contents of Hitch's bag goes into Vin's bag of holding.
Okay.
So that one hit and whatever else was in there, I guess she goes in.
Can you just throw the rusty shiv away, Ophelia? Like, we don't gotta keep that, dude.
Evidence.
Well, evidence, resources are resources. Maybe we need a piece of metal on the war rig.
True. All right. So you guys can head towards Rustfinger. You will see a plume of smoke coming from Ashfinger with the where the war machine was, and you will see that as you guys walk by, like there's scavers gathered around. Red caps are investigating the scene. And you will actually see Rictus himself, Rictus Grin, stride through the gathered crowd. But you make your way toward. Go ahead.
That was crazy when all those ash rats were running out of there. Man, I've never seen anything like all those ash rats.
Okay, and you can make your way towards Rustfinger, exactly where he told you, exactly where Snapjaw told you. You will see, near the end, like near the edge, like down here, a tangled mess of shanties and scrap loom over a pair of easy-to-miss, rusted cargo containers, nearly swallowed by their surroundings. A square cutout in the metal serves as a counter, shaded by a sagging tarp. Behind it, dim shelves hold scattered tools, but most stock is stashed in the second container, barely visible through the narrow opening behind it. So they're like two crates together, and there's a slit between the two and a opening. A crudely bolted sign by the counter, which is very small, reads, "Break intake, scrappers supplies, no freebies."
What's the play here, guys? I mean, we're just gonna walk up and be like, hey, we know you're getting really expensive parts for nothing.
Do we suspect there's a back of store that perhaps we can ask to be led to? Let on that we know there's more than meets the eye here, and what part was it specifically that was on that thing? Like a fuel injector or something?
Ignition control actuator is what was on whatever his name was.
Do we still have the broken one?
Snapjaw. Yes, I do.
We could frame that we want to sell it to them if we just want an in.
And we could see if like their reaction to it. See what they have to say about it.
There's also a chainfire spark plug and a steering exhaust manifold.
Yeah, so Gunnar, you would recognize that all of those parts that are listed are high demand, high quality, expensive fucking parts. Like, this is not just your cheap run-of-the-mill shit. This shit is top shelf shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm saying we have the broken one where you can go in and like, hey, we want to sell this, just as a way to an excuse to why we're there.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm all for it.
Okay. All right.
Who's going in first?
I mean, I can walk in.
It's like a fireworks stand, right? Like it's a shipping container with a slit on it, like an opening on it that serves as a counter.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can walk up. And you will see, standing on a crate inside, is a young dwarf child. He's got goggles on his head. His face is grease-streaked and grimy. His hair is all matted. And he has a blue bandana that, like, covers his chin, you know? And he must be 10 years old. And he's the only one that you see right now. And as you approach, he'll say, "Don't say anything. Don't tell me. I know exactly what you're here looking for."
You do.
Word gets around fast in Knucklebones. You're here to ask about something. Or someone. Lucky for you, I already know.
Are your parents around? Can we talk to...
We're doing business here, pal. He looks towards Stannis, who's been dealing with him, I guess. The thing is, nothing in this pit's free. Now, for a fair price, I can tell you exactly what you want to know. Don't even have to ask. Let's say, I don't know, 50 chits?
Does this kid full of shit?
Make an insight check.
This kid's trying to fucking scam us.
100%.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's totally running a
This kid
hustle.
knows nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, no, I think my friend's here, right? We want to talk to your parents or someone. We deal
Look.
with,
You are dealing with me, okay? You're at the break and take. You deal with Brug. 50 chits, or I'm not saying nothing.
Can I look around behind him and see if I see anyone else in there?
So coming up from behind him out of the back room, there is a dwarf woman. And she has a bandana, a blue bandana on her head. She's got a couple of scars across her face. She's a little grimy. She looks like this. And she comes up and says, "Brug, what in the pit are you doing? What have I told you about hustling customers?" And she, like, smacks him on the back of the head. And he says, "If I get caught, I'm on my own." She's like, "That's right. You ain't running no street shakedown on my watch. You want to scam some folks? Do it somewhere that ain't got my name on the door." And she fucking grabs him by the collar and pulls him out. And he shuffles away. And she says, "You didn't give him any chits, did you?"
Almost.
Almost.
Well, if you did, it wouldn't be my fault for falling for a stupid scam. Now, are you here to buy, or are you just letting my idiot son waste your time?
No, my friend here has a component that he was hoping to earn some chits for if you trade in scrap.
No, if you got war machine parts, best be taking them to the Scrappers Exchange. I sell, she'll say it's like scaver supplies. So, like, you'll see, like, there's like shit to mechanics tools and stuff like gear, war machine, or like wasteland gear and stuff like that.
I mean, so I will stick the ignition control actuator I have on me, like the broken one, up on the counter anyway.
Okay. So say, to push it towards you. Like I said, I don't deal in parts. Take it to the Scrappers Exchange.
Have you not ever seen this part here?
I'm not a death racer. I don't know much about war machines. I just sell supplies. Bit of a wasteland girl myself.
Let me just double check here.
Okay.
Let me just double check here. Her shop's name was on the paper where this was bought from.
No, okay, so that part wasn't, it was bought by Hitch, right? The broken actuator was bought by Hitch. Hitch was in a fuckload of debt. So how could he have bought the part? Well, some anonymous account paid off his debts, right? That anonymous account has also been shipping thousands of chits worth of parts to this location.
I understand.
Before we potentially piss off a trader, is there anything worth looking at in terms of her supply, or is this just scenery?
Honestly, her shit is not good looking. Like you would any scaver worth their salt knows not to buy some of the shit.
Okay, then fire away.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Shovels, picks. I got the blowtorch.
Put those screws to her, August. This is getting us nowhere. You're on mute, by the way, guy.
We know you deal in parts, so to speak. We'd like to have a private discussion about that.
You got the wrong shop. I don't know
No.
what the fuck you're talking about.
We checked the records. We know the
Perhaps a
parts that came through
soul-
this shop.
A soul intake manifold?
Even if I did know what you were talking about, what's it to you? I'm running a business here, not keeping track of every screw in Fort Knucklebones.
If we'd make up for any lost business by paying you for it, would that be more amenable?
Make a persuasion check.
If I can remember what order letters go in. Yeah, not good.
She will say, "Look, I don't know who you are, and I ain't got interest in making trouble for myself. People around here, they keep their noses in their own business. So I suggest you do the same."
Well, I didn't catch your name. What was your name?
Torka.
Torka. I'm Gutter. Unfortunately, this has become my business. Somebody in Fort Knucklebones is messing with my war machine and others, and our trail has led to your shop. Somehow, I don't know how it's roped up into this, but you seem trustworthy and honest, and I need to know how you're involved in this.
You're saying race rigs are being tampered with? I don't see what that's got to do with me. I sell tools, not treachery.
Do you ever just handle shipments for someone you don't know, or parts coming through that you're just supposed to hold on to until someone picks them up?
Everybody make an insight check.
This will be
Natural
a disadvantage.
20.
Perfect. Don't even worry about it. I really just wanted Tannis to do it. Tannis, when you say ever get parts delivered, blah, 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 like her face changes. Where it's like she goes flush. Like she's like panic flashes over her face. And then it's gone. So you get the idea that is probably what is happening.
We're not trying to cause trouble for you or your business, but as my friend has pointed out, it has become our business. This business that you're unwillingly or willingly helping. We'll keep you out of it. We just need to know who it is dropping the parts off or picking them up.
Make a persuasion
You don't
check.
gotta name what they look like. Persuasion? Don't fuck me. Oh, I got a natural one.
Does anyone have inspiration?
Yeah, I
Come
got
on.
one.
Yeah, nice.
Okay,
You?
use it.
Yeah.
14. A little better.
Her voice lowers. Look, you don't get it, Scav. This ain't just some bad deal I can walk away from. I got a son to think about.
That's fine. We can help this. We don't stay. We just need to know when the next shipment's gonna happen. We won't get involved. We'll stake the place out. We'll just watch.
Listen, if I say the wrong thing to the wrong people, we both end up in the furnace. Or worse. It's a risk I just can't take.
It's all right. I understand family and all. Sorry for bringing you into this. We'll lay off.
Sounded like she brought herself into this, but
I'll motion for second company and Gunner to let's get the fuck out of here for a second.
Yeah, as we're leaving, Vin will just like when we're out of earshot, she'll turn to Tanis and just be like, "Well, I mean, we're gonna stake it out anyway, right?"
Yes, absolutely. We know that was all. We just need to know this is where the drop-offs are happening. Yeah. We got that. We don't need to risk the kid getting hurt. He's gonna do that to himself one day, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want the kid to get hurt at all, but she got herself into this. We've got to get to the bottom of this, and we have to do something. We have to stake the place out.
I mean, whoever's doing this asks you to receive a delivery for thousands of chits. She's in no position to say no.
Right.
Even without the money.
It sounds like they threatened her and her family, so.
I mean,
from the paperwork we saw, was there any time span on how often these deliveries are made? Is it like once a week, once a month?
So, the deliveries are maybe once every couple of days, 3 days, 2 days, 4 days.
We want to go back to the garage, gonna regroup and head back this evening.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. How do we know it's going to be this evening?
No, that's the point of a stakeout.
Okay. Well,
It also throws a wrench in the fan that if we're staking this place out, we're not going to be doing death races.
Right, we've got to get into that scrap league for sure. And soon.
Yeah, I mean, we only caught a glimpse of the records, right? Like, we wouldn't remember exactly, when the schedule would line up.
It doesn't seem to be regular.
Yeah, it's not that regular.
Yeah, it's not that regular.
I mean, do we just need to go over there and threaten her? Is that what we need to do?
We're not. Even then, we're not as threatening as whoever's putting her up to this.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Thought you were for sure gonna suggest kidnapping the son.
Witness protection program. Okay.
At this point, it's more like child
For
protective
information.
services. Yes.
I'm not. There's a chance the kid just spills for 100 chits.
There's also a chance
Or
she
even
might have
50.
paperwork inside her office.
Yeah,
If we can find her when she's out of there, poke around.
Do we
come back tonight?
Want to try break in tonight? Yeah.
You say tonight, but there is no night, right?
Yeah, so that's why I put it in close the first time, like this evening.
When the shop is closed.
Yeah, is there like a lull in like the busyness of the city, like overnight?
It's like, I mean, this is like a place that never sleeps. So either there is no day and night schedule. So it's not like people are like, oh, I need to be safe in my home when it's dark, right? So some people sleep during when you guys would consider day and stay out all night, and some people, I mean,
so it really is
there's just constant, yeah.
So are shops open all the time?
Yep, for the most part.
Well, but
Some are.
hers probably wouldn't be
Right.
like a 24/7.
Right.
I mean, as much as I'm hesitant, I think we need to move fast. I mean, whoever we're trying to find, they could already be on our tail at this point with all the ruckus we've made.
Yeah, and
We
Hitch
gotta
just
get more
showed up.
scrappy.
Hitch just showed up dead, so they know shit's moving.
Let's not also forget that we have to prepare for the races. And it's going to take a day at least, I imagine.
Yeah, so I got the time
still
scale
need
off.
to
By the way, it's 4. You guys have, this is 4 days between. There's 4 days for the next race.
And I still need to repair my war machine before then, too.
Yep.
So
You said this shop is operating out of like shipping container?
Yep.
How juicy was that soul coin that Iron Jaw, Snapjaw, whatever Snapjaw just gave us?
It was decent. By the way, I
Think
got the
that might-
price off of. I got the prices wrong on soul coins. Soul coins are between 900 and 2,000. I said 4,000 originally.
Do we think that might convince Torka to elucidate the situation a bit more?
It's a pretty steep price. I
You'd
mean,
go
if she's
find
only
out.
one small link in the chain, I mean, are we really prepared to spend all that for her?
well,
For-
Snapjaw did say there's another one in this for us if we do find this out. So we would basically just be using this as a resource.
I'm saying it's extremely expensive. I mean, we have limited resources already. Is she worth the price of a soul coin? That's all I'm asking.
I mean, if she leads us to Anonymous, then perhaps don't know what other option we have aside from strong arming her into the crate, locking the door, and shaking her down with brute force.
If she's any kind of businesswoman, like I said, she might have records. I'd like to try that first and save what we can.
Like, it's not like the guild, you know, where like they have so much stuff going on they need to keep records. Seems like one clandestine little thing going on the side.
But she is a dwarf. I mean, she has some semblance of professionalism about her.
It's your call, Gauntlet. Whatever you think is best.
We need to practice. We still need to follow up on the rest of this trail. I don't know if staking out this shop for the next who knows how many days is going to be fruitful or efficient.
Why don't we? I take out the soul coin. Why don't we bring this to her and at least see what she has to say? That's as long as she does have something to say, a name to give us. If not, then we keep it and we move on. We try somewhere else.
On your orders, Gauntlet. Whatever you think.
I think it's worth it for the time we'll save alone and have to put toward other things.
All right, I want to run. If you guys don't mind, I want to run this encounter.
Yeah.
I know it's getting late, but we started really late. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah,
That's fine with me.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you guys walk back up to the shop.
Mhm.
There. I told you, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll just go ahead and take the soul coin out.
Yeah.
Listen, we really need this information, and we won't tell a soul. We won't get you and your kid involved, but there is a soul coin in this for you if you are able to provide us with good information.
You see that when you pull the soul coin out, her eyes sort of widen a little bit. Trust is a hard thing to come by in Fort Knucklebones. But if you only know what you say, you know, then maybe I can help. But you have to promise this doesn't fall back on me. I got nothing to do with any of this, believe me.
It won't. I swear it, and I think my friends here do as well.
Fine. Come around the side. I'll let you in.
Okay.
All right. You guys come around the side. Yeah, go ahead.
As we go that way, can I do a once over of the crowd and see if anyone's watching?
Make a perception check. This is a fairly remote, removed area. Like there's a row of scrap buildings that are actually part of Rustfinger, and this is like against the wall, right? So it's actually kind of like hidden behind a row. This shop is like in the worst fucking place. So you don't see anybody watching you or anything. You feel pretty confident about it. She lets you in this little door on the side. That's like reinforced steel door on this shipping container. And she lets you guys into the shop, and she'll take the awning and unclip it, and the thing will flip down. It's dark in here. She turns a little knob, and the electric bulbs illuminate the room. Listen, I don't have the luxury of asking too many questions about what's going on in this here operation. Not when it comes to keeping a roof over me boy's head. So I only know a little. What's happening with me?
I think that'll be sufficient enough. Do you just have a name? Maybe a little bit of information about this name?
Give me the soul coin and I'll tell you everything I know. I got to know you're invested. Small, right? Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so she's not going anywhere.
No.
I will hand her the soul coin.
Yeah, no. There is like it's a shipping container and another shipping container butt up against it and a door between the two. But that just seems like the back warehouse area.
Okay. I give her
there might be a door back there, but it should be fine.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, so she'll take it. And she pockets it. And... Okay. It all started with a bet I never placed. A red-scaled dragonborn in a worn-out pinstripe suit showed up here. And he handed me a Doom Run betting slip, like I was some lucky son of a bitch. Told me it was the right address, clear as day. I damn near laughed in his face, told him I didn't bet a single chit. He just shrugged, said maybe someone placed it for me, and then left. Thought it was a mistake at first, but chits are chits. I checked the status of the slip at the ledger house. It was a winner. 200 chits. Dragonborn called himself Bruno. Bruno the broker. I figured I was just lucky. Then she gets a little somber. But the next day, a crate of parts landed outside my shop. Good stuff. Way too good for the likes of me. I asked the little blue freaks at the exchange what the hell they were doing. They just told me that's where they were told to take it. No names, no details. Just dumped it here. I figured I'd just haul it back first thing in the morning, explain the mistake. But the next day, that warlord, the death racer, Raga Draga, showed up on a scavenger. He walked right through the door of my shop like he owned the place. Brought a few of his pack, too. At first, I thought they were just going to rob me, or worse. Then he tells me he's here for the parts. Just like that, I didn't even know what the hell he was talking about. I had forgotten about the crate and started raising hell with him. And then he just tells me, real threatening, like, you were paid, weren't you? And then one of them hauls open the crate and it all just comes together. Raga Draga didn't say another word for me. Just loaded the parts onto his rig and left. And then it just kept happening. Another betting slip, another box of parts, another visit from the Gorguts gang. Eventually it did get bigger. More parts, more chits, but less frequent visits from Ragadraga. I guess they would wait until I had 6 or 7 crates before they would pick them up. I don't know. Good.
Is there any reason why this Bruno character would do this for you, or through you, or use you in this deal?
I don't know what game's being played with me, but I do know that I've held on to more chits worth of parts than I'll ever see in my lifetime. So I got curious. I started looking into things. I asked around a bit. Turns out this Bruno, he used to work for the Collectorate at the Ledger House. Some kind of numbers guy. That is until he got blacklisted. But now, he's what they call an oddsman. Some kind of betting proxy or a wager broker. He runs bets for the kinds of folks who don't want to show their faces at the Ledger House or the betting boxes. Gamblers too deep in bets, sore losers, or high rollers who want to stay off the books. He places bulk bets for them and makes sure the payouts go to who they're supposed to. It's not illegal, but real shady business. If that wasn't scummy enough, he operates out of the drop.
What I've heard of the drop before.
In passing, you're not entirely sure what it is.
I'll ask her. Like, I've heard of this place, but what do you reckon it is?
If you don't know what it is, count yourself lucky. The drop is the bottom of the crags, below Mondo's territory. Dangerous place. No red caps, no rules. Just cutthroats, cheats, and folks with nothing left to lose. Nobody's gonna stop a knife in your back down there, because nobody gives a shit. You need something that ain't legal, or you need to get rid of something quick, you go to the drop. So the crags are at the back of Ashfinger. You have heard of the crags, Gunner. It's sort of like a big-ass hotel. It's like the inn.
Yeah.
But there's also like primary residents that live there and stuff.
Sure. So the drop is like a black market of some sorts.
Yeah, essentially.
Do you have any crates with you now?
No, they just picked them up yesterday. The day before.
Bards drop them off, I assume?
Yeah, she's tried to ask them, and they don't. They're like, we're just dropping off the parts. What do you mean?
The 10 betting. So good. The 10 betting slip we got from Hitch's bag. Is there any? Is there any identifying things on it that she could say yes, this was from Bruno, or no?
It looks like a betting. It has his name on it. Bruno's name on it.
Never mind then.
The other thing is, I haven't asked many questions to Ragadraga. I didn't want to, but I kept watch, paying attention. And one day, after Ragadraga picked up a haul, I followed him. Didn't go far, just to see where it all was going. They aren't stockpiling these parts anywhere in Knucklebones. No shop, no garage, no installs, nothing. He took that shit straight out of the fort. Past the gates. Into the wastes.
Did you follow him out of Fort Knucklebones?
No, just enough to see him go out the gates.
Weird.
Yeah, which is, I will say, funny because the timeline lines up to where you guys actually saw Ragadraga coming back into town on your way in.
probably from whatever he was doing out there.
Potentially.
Is there anything else that you saw from Ragadraga? Anybody you talked to?
I stopped asking questions on my first day. You know, what was I supposed to do? Push away free chits? Turn down the only steady pay I've had in years?
No, I understand.
So, sorry, just to clarify something. Bruno showed up and gave you a slip the first time, and then they just showed up after that?
So
or did he meet you every time?
No, he's come here every time. And he always predates the parts, right? So it's betting slip, parts, Ragadraga. But it's been more like betting slip, parts, betting slip, parts, betting slip, parts, or like a big betting slip. She said she's won really fucking big one time. And they like let the cart part, but they're essentially paying her off through these betting slips.
Yeah.
And then Ragadraga will come pick up a bunch at a time.
So what I surmise from this is that, well, Ragadraga gets something out of it because the way things are rigged is he's winning the races. And then all these pots, they're going to some other goal. Something that we don't have enough information on yet. This just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
Would Gunnar know if War Machine parts can be used for anything else other than War Machines?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. They're mostly used for War Machines.
Okay.
No, I get it.
Sorry, did the betting slips show up before or after the races they're tied to?
After. They're winning slips.
Yeah, I figured. That makes sense.
Yeah, Bruno's basically giving her pre-won slips that she can then cash in.
Clean money.
Yeah.
Is what he's giving her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if it was like, here's a slip. It's probably a lucky one. Wink, wink.
No, it seems like they are already ready to rock.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what I was trying to say with what Vin said is that they're stealing the parts to rig the other racers, which leads to Ragadraga winning more, and then that is like a self-fulfilling prophecy with the bets. So she gets paid reliably because he's winning the races and stuff.
I'm taking this as she's getting good parts because they're thousands of chits each. The bad parts are going through Hitch or whoever they hire to sabotage. The good parts are flowing out of the fortress. So they're going somewhere else.
We know where Ragadraga's garage is? Is it in Knucklebones?
Yeah, I don't think you know exactly where he hangs out.
I think I knew the approximate, right? It's in Blackfinger, right?
No. No, he has a spot in the grasp. But you're not sure where it is or anything.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like these are going to Ragadraga's garage if he's taking them out.
Going out to the wasteland.
Well, at least we have more answers.
Torka will say, this has been going on for months now, but lately, something feels different. Bigger. The payouts are getting fatter, and the parts are getting more expensive. Feels like whatever this is, it's building up to something big. And I don't want to be anywhere near here when it cracks open. But I sure as hell can't afford to just walk away.
Well, that information was valuable enough, and we won't say a word, and we won't get you involved.
Surprisingly, I trust you, Metal Man.
That's good. Go ahead. No, you got.
I was just gonna ask, where's her kid during all of this? Like, she seems upright.
Oh,
Is the
he
kid
went.
gonna sell us
He
out?
no, he went and just fucked off. He's like fucking
Yeah.
building War Machine Park castles in the yard.
So he's not gonna be like, "Hey, Ragged Drag, I'll sell you some
No,
information
no.
for 50 chits."
No, but I love that, and I should have did that.
All right, that's reassuring.
Do we dare go down to the drop?
Well, we have to speak to Mr. Bruno. I believe we don't have any other choice.
Guess not.
Torka, no fault of your own, but these paying slips might be drying up pretty soon. Depends how things go. If you feel like you don't want to be in the middle of it,
She's
consider.
understanding, but very disappointed.
One more thing, Torka. Are there other people outside of Fort Knucklebones that race war machines?
There's a couple of other big. So Raga Draga is a warlord in name only. He's like a up and comer, right? He hasn't quite expanded his territory yet. But the other warlords are real motherfucking warlords. Like they, just like Mad Maggie owns Fort Knucklebones, they own territories of this area. The Gilded Reapers is a good example. Feanor Grace and Geist Grace. They are warlords that own the spawning trees area. That's to the south. And they have raced in the Doom Run a couple of times. Not the warlords themselves, but their proxies.
Yeah.
And maybe like another warlord one time.
Okay.
From outside the waste.
Interesting.
What's tripping me up is we know Raga Draga sold out to an archdevil, right? Zariel. Let's be clear.
It was just a rumor, but it seems like he's not selling his soul to win the races. He's got
doing
it
something
rigged
else.
to win.
He sold his soul in a very metaphorical sense that I don't think he actually considers as unethical.
No.
He
I
may
mean,
have
maybe
sold his soul, but
You think Zariel wanted his soul?
That's what I'm getting at. Maybe she's getting something out of it. Why else would you give someone power?
I don't think Zariel's given him anything. I think he's working with some warlord out in the boonies.
So you're saying you think we can take him?
Oh, we could always
up.
take him.
I think we're gonna have to because he's gonna try and murder us on the track in a few days.
Yeah, that's for sure.
While you
There's
guys are
always
talking in this room, the lights buzz and then dim. And they're black for a minute. And then they buzz again and they flicker, 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 turn back on.
I think another warlord's making a play for Fort Knucklebones, expanding their territory.
Isn't that what warlords do?
Guess it's possible.
Listen, you guys are talking about some mighty great shit. Please get out of my shop.
Thank you for everything.
Don't
thank
mention
you.
it for real. Please don't ever mention it to anyone. Okay, you guys can leave the break and take. Where to next?
The
Do it,
garage.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's back to the
Right?
garage. I
You
guess.
guys-
Unless you have something else.
Yeah, has it been a long day or does it just feel like that?
It's been a pretty long day. You probably have another couple hours, maybe like 2 or 3 hours before you're like tired. So
That'll give me time to work on my war machine with Vin.
sure. Okay. All right. So you guys head back towards the Magpie's Roost. You're already in Rustfinger, so it's not that far. And that is where we will end the session for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you all on the next dive into the Descent. Stay sharp. Farewell, adventurers.
Farewell,
Farewell,
adventurers.
adventurers.